Hey Journey family, Pastor Jeremy here. Want to update you and remind you because this is a really exciting time for me personally. Very exciting, I think, for our church as well. Last Sunday kicked off a new 3-week series looking at the mission and vision of our church. And some of you were there, some of you weren't able to come, but we really kicked off this new series with the question of, where is God leading us as a church? Where is He taking us? And this is something that we didn't just sort of throw together, but that the last 6 months, all of us, our elders, our staff, congregation members, all the way across the board, we've been looking at, talking about, collaborating on, and most importantly, seeking the face of the Lord for. And we have spent a lot of time not just talking, but praying and asking God to lead us. And so in the course of that time, it's been amazing to see what He's done and the culmination, because we wanted to have clear direction and focus to say, what is our purpose individually and collectively? What does it mean to be a disciple or a follower of Jesus Christ today, right here in the St. Louis metro region? Like, what does that really mean, and how has He equipped us as a church to pursue that specifically? So as we look through that, God has really led us through this process. We, of course, wanted to build on everything we have been in the past. We just celebrated our 15-year anniversary as a church. And in the course of the last few years, just as any church organization, you can have some drift that happens in there. And we really want to get refocused and disciplined about where God is leading us. And this is super important because to have a clear purpose, a clear vision, means that we can be clear and purposeful and intentional about the people we are loving and serving and reaching with the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's important because there are real people to be served, real people to be loved, real people who need to hear the message of grace and forgiveness that Jesus Christ brings, real impact to be had in and around St. Louis metro area. And so really excited for the process to be revealed and to reveal the new vision and mission of our church and where we see God taking us over the next year, 5 years, 10 years. And so here's how we laid it out. We created a vision statement and a mission statement, and we wanted to be both a personal prayer that you could pray from your heart for yourself personally, as well as a collective vision for this is what it means to live out the calling of this church in this specific city. And so we said, here's our vision, here's our why, here's what we're aiming at, here's what we're longing for, here's what we're working at. The vision is that we are hoping and praying and working to see our city awakened to and transformed by the love of Jesus Christ. To see our whole city awakened to and transformed by the love of Jesus. That's personal. People being awakened. People who are far from God coming close to Him. It's citywide. It's structural. It's systemic. The whole St. Louis metro area being transformed. And then we said, well, how are we going to do that? What does it look like? What's our sort of mission statement out of that? And this is what we said. We said we are a diverse community centered on Jesus Christ. And we wanted that to be clear because Jesus is the hero, not the journey. We're a diverse community centered on Jesus Christ, seeking to wholly enjoy His grace, faithfully embody His love for one another, and boldly engage our culture with His truth, from our neighborhoods to the nations. That God has a heart for us personally. He has a heart for our communities, our neighborhoods, and He has a heart to go to the ends of the earth, to all the nations. That's who we want to be. We wanted that to be something that wouldn't have Christian jargon. You could explain this to your neighbor. We want it to be something that would be a personal vision for your own discipleship and following Jesus, as well as who we want to be as a church. So we want you to join with us in this. This is a starting line. You notice in the word we're seeking to be this, because we're aspiring, we're acknowledging we're not there yet. This is not a finish line, but this is who we're aspiring to be in the Lord. And we know this is a big vision. This is not like something, but the main reason for that is because we wanted it to be something that was God-led and that would need God to actually show up if it's going to happen. If it doesn't require Jesus Christ, His Holy Spirit, to show up and empower us and lead us, and as I said in the sermon, to multiply our small offerings of fish and loaves into His miracle, then it's not really His plan in the first place. So we're seeking Him for it, we're begging Him for it, and I want to invite you into that. So memorize this, personalize it, pray it for yourself, your friends, your roommates, your family, your neighbors, and if at all possible, make sure you are available to be present at the next two sermons so you can hear how this is going to be played out specifically in the life of our church, in the life of our neighborhoods, in the life of our city. So join in prayer and in personalizing this as we seek together to enjoy His grace, embody His love, and engage our culture with His truth.